I want a British boyfriend next season. Yeah, sexy time in the warehouse. There's a lot of Claudia like walking around talking to herself, which is so much fun for me. It's very entertaining, but it can also get really old. Yeah, I want some action. No, on a more serious note, I want to explore, what happened to Claudia and Joshua's parents. Why were we orphaned? I mean, I have some ideas that I fabricated on my own to make it real to me. But I think that's interesting. Where did Claudia learn how to hack? Why does she have these skills that make her a prodigy at such a young age, and whatnot?
I think for me, I'm gonna enjoy hopefully next season letting my hair down a little bit more. I think as my character lets Pete and lets Claudia and lets Artie in, you'll see her soften a little bit, and I'm excited to take that journey.
I'm hoping they send
weird.
Pete to Hawaii for 3 weeks on the company dime. Woo!
Okay, and what has been the biggest challenge for each of you on the show so far?
Working with Joanne.
It's tough.
No.
It's true.
We shoot in Toronto, and I'm based out of Los Angeles. So moving, I have 2 sons, a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and so moving my entire family across the country to from 80-degree weather to 20 below zero has been a major challenge. And as far as the acting is concerned, burnout was for me the biggest challenge as an actor. Again, it forced me to make some what I felt were difficult decisions, and hopefully you guys thought they were the right decisions. So
You were brilliant in Burnout, Eddie.
thank you. I paid her to say that.
It's true. I got 30 quid in my pocket right now.
6 pence. I just wanted to say pence.
I have run into really no moral dilemmas. I don't have a family to move out to Toronto with me. The only thing I found really physically taxing were a couple episodes that are coming up, Regrets and Burnout, that involves me magnetized to the roof, running through the warehouse, fighting magnetic fields and rogue dodgeballs, and we go down into a guri. I actually took a pretty nasty fall when we were shooting in the guri because they were pumping steam in there. Wait till you see it. It looks amazing. But everybody was like, "Careful on the stairs, Allison. I know you're going to be running. It's great, but just be really careful." Yeah, on the stairs. Got it. 5 minutes later, on the straightaway, on my bum. So that hurt for a while, but
Right on the bum.
right on the bum. But it's a dream job for me. I don't really, I don't have any complaints in the warehouse. I'd go back tomorrow if I could.
I think my biggest challenge with the show has been I try to do all my own stunts, and then doing 10 pages of dialogue on top of that in an 18-hour day, 19, 21, I think 21 and a half was my longest day. So that can be a bit challenging at times, but it's a blast. I mean, really, I get to dress up and play make-believe. That's my job, so who am I to complain?
Great stuff, by the way, but what's your favorite thing about the other characters? What's your favorite thing about your other people you work with characters, I mean?
For me, I guess I'll start with Artie.
I thought you were going to start with me. I was so excited there for a second.
Nope.
Crushed my
Gonna
little
start
hope.
with Artie. I love the quirkiness of Artie and his ultimate wisdom. He becomes kind of a surrogate parent for Pete, surrogate father because Pete lost his dad, and it's funny because Saul, who unfortunately isn't here, he really has kind of become all of our surrogate fathers, and we go to him for a number of things, advice, wisdom, and he's been working for 33 years in the business, and he's worked with some of the biggest and the best, and so for me, I would do well to learn from him. I love the relationship between Micah and Pete, because right now it's basically Pete is the younger brother who's constantly pulling at Micah's pigtails, and then she in turn is punching him in the arm, and it's a great relationship that's been built on fun, the fun that Joanne and I have together working, and also the way the writing has been, and I know people want to see their relationship blossom and move into romance, but I think as soon as that relationship happens, as soon as the two main characters jump into bed together, the series is over. So hopefully that won't happen for a while, but the fact that they love and respect each other, I think, is fantastic.
It's very gentlemanly of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And as far as Pete's relationship to Claudia, they have a same kind of brother and sister relationship, but it's literally Pete is in his element with Claudia, because Pete is basically a 17-year-old kid trapped in a man's body. So they have Pete gets to live out his younger years with his beautiful younger sister Claudia.
Oh, go on. I don't really know where to start with Saul Rubinek. He's like an encyclopedia of life, the universe, and everything. He's a sage, he's a mentor, he's hysterical. The Artie-Claudia relationship has completely carried over into real life, and I realized it when we were all staying in the same condominium complex, and Saul wanted to rent a keyboard because he plays piano beautifully. He was going to compose a piece for the show, and he needed help moving it. It had been raining, I was tired, and we had drugged this thing up the lift. We were lugging a bag with a keyboard in it down a hallway, bumping into walls, bickering like an old married couple. Stop! You're gonna bumping into the wall. You're gonna hurt the keyboard. Shut up, Saul. It was hysterical. It was totally Artie and Claudia, and I went, I think this is we've immortalized it now. So he's amazing. He's who I defer to before the director after a take, because like Eddie said, he's been in the most amazing movies. He does such interesting things seemingly without trying. I look at Saul and I think that's the kind of actor I want to be. So if he were here, he'd be punching me in the shoulder and and talking about the mythology of the show. But Mrs. Frederick, who is played by the incredible CCH Pounder, if she's intimidating to you, imagine what it's like being on set with that woman. She's so regal. I mean, she just commands this respect that when she walks in, I want to kneel. It's like kneeling before Zod or something. She's amazing.
My turn. We've just got a great bunch of actors. Saul's ingenious in his skill, and he improvs a lot, so that's really fun. Allison pulls off a prodigy because she really is that smart. Eddie really is that funny, and I guess I really am that annoying. I don't know. We have a lot of fun on set every day, and I enjoy each and every one of them. I mean, as people and as their characters.